I don't mean to bash Starbucks, but fuck them. Nah, hey, what's up, everybody? This is Monty IV back with you guys. Haven't done a video in a while, so just stay with me. Today's video is gonna be about why I quit Starbucks. Man, I must say, I'm happy I did. I've been happy ever since. I haven't even gone back more than 5 times to get a coffee, and it's been about, let's just say 3 months. Fuck them. Now let me stop. Let me not bash Starbucks. Starbucks is actually a great company. I'm happy I started working there. Starbucks taught me how to just communicate, network with people, and I'm just seeing all different types of people of walks of life, and I'm learning their drinks, and I'm just basically learning a barista skill. I'm making your drinks at a fast rate, and I'm making it delicious, and just basically helping the store bring in more revenue. And I wasn't getting any type of recognition for that at all. And I bit the bullet and worked there for 4 years because, times was rough. But the behind the scenes part of Starbucks is what most people don't know. And that's that most of the employees, they're just stressed out. And from the looks of it, most Starbucks employees that I know, they smoke cigarettes. They just or develop the habit just from working at the store. And that's where you gotta draw the line. That's where you gotta make a change. Whether the company gotta step in or something. But working at Starbucks for 4 years, I'm happy I didn't develop that habit because every day was just, I dreaded going to work. I would tell my parents, just grandparents, friends, everybody just knew once it was time for me to go to work, my mood would just change. And who wants to go to work like that? You should at least want to go to work knowing that you're gonna see your coworkers. Even though you're working, let's just say 8 hours, it could be a fun 8 hours, not a brutal 8 hours. One thing I don't like about Starbucks though is just the break policy. Let's just say I'm working let's just say I have a 6-hour shift. I'm only gonna get a 10-minute break. That's one thing I thought was just, I don't know how I did it for so long, so many years of just doing that, but now that I'm working elsewhere, I at least get a 45 to an hour minute break, whether I'm working for 6 or more hours, whatever the case may be. But only to get a 10-minute break, and you're working for 6 hours, especially at Starbucks, at a place that's making, I don't know how many drinks a day, probably more than 1,000, not even including remaking people's drinks. But one thing I will say is that you get paid every week. Not to bash anybody who's applying to Starbucks now or kids who want to go there, you feel me? It's definitely an experience. Like I said, I became a barista. The networking is just great. You meet so much people. But on the flip side, you also got to worry about the people who are just angry, the customers. You got to just hold your tongue because they will mouth off with you, and you're not trying to jeopardize your job or anything like that. So you just take certain things. But I just feel it wasn't worth it, and I'm happy I left. One thing about Starbucks, you get tips, which is great. Most stores are different. Mine was every Wednesday I would get tips, and I guess our tip rating wasn't so great. So let's just say I worked 30 hours, I get, let's just say $35, which isn't bad, but it beats a blank. So that's one flip side. They divide the tips by everybody, by the hours you work. That's cool. But on the flip side, everybody at Starbucks is angry. And let me not even get started with the scheduling. First of all, there's such a set schedule. There's no schedule flexibility at all. I'm a college student, and I was working another job, and let's just say I had to take a test or a family emergency came up, you have to find coverage. If you don't find coverage, you have to go to work, and if you don't, you get written up. And I think after 3 write-ups, that's it, you get fired. What? You can't just switch with somebody. They have to oh my god. Or if you call out, it's the end of the world. And it could be an emergency, and you'll pull up with the evidence. It could be a funeral, you'll pull up with the certificate, or just something could happen, anything. But that wouldn't fly. And that's one thing I don't like. Starbucks gotta fix. But for the most part, working at Starbucks, man, first off, every month, basically, every holiday, damn near, there's a new drink that you gotta learn to make, and that's just gonna be sold out the first day. Don't get me started on that unicorn shit. That shit tasted like fucking, I don't know, Nerds candy or some shit. That sour ass drink. And that drink was mad complicated to make, but you always gotta learn some new drink, and that's something you also gotta learn. And them shit's gonna sell out. And that's just of people coming in for the new drinks, let alone the regular customers who's coming in for their regular drink. You feel me? So I don't know. There's just so much that you gotta, I don't know, contribute. Like your energy can go to the Starbucks. Oh man, you're definitely leaving tired. But one thing that is good about Starbucks is that they do teach you how to clean. Like they have a certain standard. Like everything has to be clean. The health inspect, like when it's time to clean, they want you to clean thoroughly. So that's one good aspect to Starbucks. But another good benefit about working at the Starbucks is that you get your own. Like let's just say I didn't work at a franchise store, so I worked at a, what do you call it, corporation? I don't even know. Damn. It was only a couple months since I was last there, but I wasn't at a franchise store, so I had partner discounts when I was able to go to other stores, get 30% off. What is it? Partner markouts. I didn't even drink coffee, so I would just give that to my friends and family, so they was definitely happy about that. And just, I don't know, little things like that was cool, but for the most part, working at Starbucks was a dub. You know, definitely just think if it's something you really want to do, because don't just settle for a job just to get a job, you feel me? Just to make that extra little buck, you feel me? We too young, and there's more to life than that, so definitely make sure it's something you consider, not to put anybody down that is working at Starbucks, you feel me? Power to you, but I don't know, there's more out there. Definitely figure out your niche, see what it is that you want to do, and just go about it that way, you feel me? I don't really have too much else to say. It just taught me working at Starbucks was cool. It taught me mental toughness, because there's so many rude customers that just come through on a daily, and you just gotta kill them with kindness, smile, make them look basically stupid, you know, because like you're gonna kill them with kindness, smile, even when they're wrong, and you're clearly showing them that they're wrong. Because there's people who, I don't know why it is coffee. Just why can't you make that shit at home? You gotta go to a store, and then you just get too specific. I want the soy milk. Make sure it's a 2-pump caramel. Swirl it, shake it, jump up and down. I don't know. People be bugging when it comes to this coffee shit, but I don't know. It wasn't for me. Had to get up out of there, but I don't know. I'm gonna start making more videos. Things have just been slow. I've been trying to come up with more material, and I'm starting a clothing line overtime. Stay tuned for that. But yeah, this is Monty IV. Stay tuned. There's gonna be more content coming in real soon. You hear me? But without further ado, we out.